Everyone, here we go. I'm presenting the last video for Belkit's Citroën C3 WRC Tour, the Corse 2018. This is the finish line. At the end I will show all pictures of the finished model. I pre-drilled holes before paint, but when I was applying paint, decals and then clear, most of those holes just became too small, so I had to re-drill them again. First I try a little manual drill or a pin visor, but it took me so long to do so. And then I tried to do the same with my little polisher, and that was much faster. It has to be steady hand in order to do so, otherwise it would be a high risk to ruin a model at the finish line. Who wants to do that? Here I am inserting and gluing rivets. Here I'm installing rear lights, and then I will follow by a front light. Now front grille. On my previous video I showed how I painted the grille instead of using decals. This is a nice find that I'm using already on my latest models. Glue cured by light. It's not a very strong glue, but it's perfect solution just for temporary holding part, and then I can apply the stronger and conventional glue on the top to hold that part permanently. Installing bumper grills. I open those holes before paint. Installing side panels. Installing some side panels now. And just a little support to make sure it will stay in place. Now side grills, so those needs to be a little bit bended before installation. And I put rivets around those grills as well. Metal fenders. I found my own way how to install them. I am starting with 2 metal pins, so I can easily lift them up and down. Once glue applied, I am lifting down in the current and exact position. So when the glue will cure a little bit, I can remove them and install rivets instead. That makes the installation very clean. That's the other. The other side doing the same thing. Installing side moldings or running boards. I prefer to use epoxy glue instead of CA glue because epoxy glue doesn't react with paint, and I think it's a little stronger than CA glue. more rivets on side panels. Very detailed model. Installing handles. There's no clear front lights. And that's amazing stainless steel molding designed for Citroën logo. I have to admit a negative side with masking tape for clear windows. It was very hard to remove. I was removing in pieces, and other thing, it was leaving the glue residue. Luckily, I was able to find a way how to remove the residue. I was using a mineral spirit or Tamiya X20 enamel thinner. It dissolved that glue, and then I was polishing using Hasegawa ceramic compound, following ceramic coating polymer in order to clean everything. It was a disaster removing the tape. I didn't show the whole process. Not installing yet, but just trying to dry fit and how it's going to look like. And side windows, I tried to put them in just to see where I need to paint black. I thought it will cover red, but not in the case here. So here I'm removing that residue glue. So X20 enamel thinner or mineral spirit will do the job, then followed by polishing using ceramic compound. Then coating polymer on top. Then looking good after all. And it's looking good after all. It's a nice suction tool for clear, very handy. I'm using epoxy glue for clear and few dots of CA glue just to hold that part a little bit faster before epoxy will cure. That model started to look great already. I made a mistake here. Rear spoiler, the top part has to be a little lower. One of the followers on Instagram noticed that right away. I had to remove it, and I was able to lower it and put it back after all. I have some different pictures at the end. Isn't that spoiler supposed to be raised when car is speeding during the race? I guess so. So first pictures were in the wrong position, but the last one I fixed the issue. What's funny, when I was doing a dry fit, spoiler was in the right position. So side windows finally goes in on both sides. Decals for clear I'm usually applying at the end after clear parts installed. I'm afraid to scratch them accidentally. It wasn't so bad to put all together, chassis and body. The rear part goes first, then front. I installed metal sprinklers to a position where original were before. I made 2 holes previously. Radiators or screens for the hood. I think I should have opened that plastic instead of painting black. Will do definitely on my next model. Installing rear clear lights. It's incredible model, so many details. It's looking better and better with every detail. Decals for the front window. So this one goes on the window itself, and then another one that goes on top. Applying Michelin brand decals on side tires. wipers. I should have probably installed them before installing clear parts. It was too dark and not easy to install after all. And there is some metal edge part gluing on top of the window. I applied black paint, then using specific glue for rubber so it won't damage a clear. Here is my new tool for small parts. It's easier just to hold little parts. Applying some metal transfer. It goes inside of that mirror or side mirrors. Yeah, very little. Clear front light cover. I have to say it's easy to position side mirrors when there is a hole. I'm usually doing myself and adding pins if not done originally by factory. I added 2 metal antennas by Hobby Design, which looks much better than plastic ones given by Belkit. Awesome Citroën metal transfer logo. And this is it. Enjoy some final pictures. See you at the next project, and please don't forget to subscribe and like. Scale Model Builder #1. Bye bye.